Hello everybody, it's FinnCapp here. I would like to welcome you guys. So here lately, we've had a lot of people come in and ask, hey Finn, what are you doing? Hey Finn, what are you playing on? Well friends, we are playing on the Kappa Korrectional Prison Server. And what I'm going to do for you today, what I am going to do for you is a lot of people go, hey, I joined the server, I don't really know what to do. Hey, I'm here at spawn, what do I do? What's our typical answer? Read the signs. Here's your sign, read the sign. But as we all know, most of the internet can't read. So I'm going to give you a little bit of auditory, a little bit of visual representation to kind of say, hey, I'm on the prison server now. What do I do? So we're going to run through, we're going to show you guys. Before we get truly started, I will say, this is provided by a very good friend of mine by the name of Sketch. In the description, I will leave links to both his and my Twitch channel. If you guys would like to come over and say hi, chill out, hang out with us a little bit, learn a little bit more about what we do here. And yeah, you'll have that available to you. So let's get started. So Finn, I am on the prison server. We have joined. We are here at the start. What do I do? Well, friends, we are going to read. We're going to run you through basically getting on the prison server. We are going to run you through how to start, how to first do your little bits of mining, what all you can do on the prison server, and then we'll round it out by giving you just overview of everything. So let's get started. We're going to start here. Ooh, look, Chad, look. What do we have here? We have some very pretty looking emerald blocks, and we have some signs that, I don't know about you guys, but I think maybe we should take the time to read. Let's start. See these emerald blocks? Stand on them. They indicate super important and helpful tips, signs, and spots. So we need to remember, we need to look for these emerald blocks. Don't forget to read the signs behind you. Well, we need to remember we got signs behind us to read, yes? We can swipe hash vote to obtain the vote key for a chance to win some goodies. Now, we will do that a little later in the video when I completely explain the voting system, so we need to remember that. The Lumberyard is next to the dragon entrance. Start there. I don't really know what that means. I don't know what the dragon entrance is, but I imagine if we go through, if we read the signs, it's going to kind of tell us, right? So first thing I said, turn around. We got some signs over here. We have stand on the emerald block. Look slightly under the glowstone. You can see there's a piece of glowstone right there. Into the distance there, you will see the Lumberyard. Go there to obtain your first wood and make a wooden pick. Look, they already want us to get wood, so it's fine. This is the kind of place that I want to be, right? So we're going to stand here. We're going to look just under the glowstone, and what do I see? So first, we notice there's a dragon head over there. So look, they said we need to remember the dragon. So there it is. And then slightly underneath it, I don't know about you guys, but it kind of looks like there's maybe a wood pile over there. Anybody knows a little bit about Minecraft? What do we start? We start with punching wood. Technically, we don't. We're going to start by reading all the signs. Then we're going to punch wood, but we need to remember wood pile, dragon, wood pile. Okay, let's go. Anything else we need to read here? No. All right, we're going to start going down. We have welcome to Kappa Korrectional Prison Server. Please read all the signs in this building before you leave. Okie dokie. Oh, remember what they say. We need to look for these little emeralds. So we have stand on this balcony, please. Oh, they're so nice. They even said please. Ooh, pretty. If you look down, there is a wooden cart. That's a food cart. Ooh, look, all pretty. Look, maybe that's the food cart. I don't know. We'll check it out when we get down there, but I think that may be the food cart, but okay, I got you. There are 4 total food carts scattered around the yard. Once you visit the Lumberyard, you'll need to get some fast cash and buy food at a food cart so you don't starve right away. I mean, fair. I understand we need to get some food. Let's go down. Oh, wait. Nope. Wait. There are still signs on this floor. Shh, chat, there's a lot of reading, but that's okay. That's okay with what I'm here for. It's what I've got you guys for. If you look out this window, you can see a monkey face. Yep. Definitely see a monkey face. That is the first ward. You'll need to start out here. After you have a wooden pickaxe, we need to go to the back of the monkey ward. So remember, we need to go over there and get wood from over the wood pile, and then I guess that's where we need to head. So we need to go wood pile, then to the back of the monkey ward. All right. There you'll find Monkey's Mine. Mine good stuff there. Well, I mean, what's the good stuff? It doesn't really tell us. Maybe we'll see when we get there. It's fine. Sell as much as you can and get some food. When you have 1,000 doll hairs, you can then rent your own cell. Okay, I guess prison. I guess we need to rent our own cell. Sure, why not? We'll rent it. That's fine. Okay, what else we got? With a cell, you can sell things as a shop, store the expensive things, smelt things with no risk of disappearing or being stolen, or even just decorate. Oh, yay, we can play decorate, decorate. You'll want to, however, if you really want to play, don't worry if you can't afford to sell right away. In the back of the monkey ward, you will find public smelting areas under the stairs. What are we going to smelt? I don't really know what we're going to smelt, but I guess we'll find out when we get over there, right? Take a note, there's a timer. If you're AFK or motionless for 15 minutes, the server will automatically kick you. So be careful. That's fine. Hopefully if we're here, we're going to play. We're not actually going to not do anything that kind of defeats the purpose of us playing, but hey, it's fine. Okay, we're ready to go get started. Remember, don't drop the soap. You guys realize that this is the most solid advice that you'll ever get, especially in prison. Don't drop the soap. Let's see now. So we already read this. That gave us all the signs over there. Look, we got another customer, or pardon me, another enforced happy helper that's also reading the signs. Please report anything that breaks the rules to a mod. They're not technically obligated to inform us of the outcome. We can tell them, but they don't have to reply to us. That's fine. All right, so we're going on another level. We got a couple of these little emerald things we need to look at. This floor has an enchanting table. You can buy lapis too. Ooh, pretty. This floor also has the voting chest. Don't forget to vote. Again, they've talked twice now about voting, but we'll get there when we talk about it a little later in the video. Don't forget, you can type /buy in-game to see custom items, which we'll also go over in a little bit, that you can get in-game and also at your very own convenience. Okay, fair enough. All right, let's see. We have a little bit of an enchanting setup here. We got an enchanting table, all the books. We got a sign here that I'm pretty sure that we can buy lapis from, which is pretty neat. That's pretty neat. We also have an anvil here. We have a crafting table. We have the little upgrade gear thing here, which I don't know what it's called. Maybe a blacksmith. I don't know. We'll look at them. Somebody can probably tell me in the comments what this is, because I don't actually know the name. And you know what? I want to hear from you guys. And we also have the repair and disenchant here. So if we maybe enchant something that we don't like, we want to try again, we can pull the enchant off there, yeah? All right, let's see this walk around. Okay, we got our next little emerald here. What I hear? Daily votes here. Right click to spin. Left click for possible rewards. Well, we don't have vote key yet, so we can't spin. We can left click. We can see all the different options of things that we can maybe win from voting. Again, once we talk about voting, we'll come back and look at all these, but just remember that those are there. Go over here. We have Prestige Explained. Please read. The main goal of this server is to make money, rank up, and get into a higher new reward. Dragon is the highest rank you can rank up to. Once you hit Dragon 4, you will have the option to Prestige. Prestige gets you a cool text next to your name and shows how many times you've gone from Monkey to Dragon 4. If you Prestige, you will lose all items in your hand and you will lose your cell. Use the Ender Chest or a friend to hold your items while you Prestige, as you will lose it all and start fresh. Again, we'll go over this a little bit more once we get to the Prestige, but that's fine. We're not quite there yet. Let's hop down here a little bit more. I'm pretty sure let's check. I think that was everything. We read the signs there. We looked at that. We read the signs here. All right, let's keep going. Let's come down here and take a look. All right, we got a couple more signs. Hello, fellow prisoner. We have the suggestion board and responses. Larger mines affect server performance. Well, I mean, sometimes it's not about the size, it's how you use it. You know what I mean? But there will be no warps set for the normal mines. Fair, I can understand that. We have to run a little bit. We got to work. Players can mine how they want. Try to use good mining methods, i.e., don't be a doo-doo head. Try to be nice. Try to have fun with your fellow prison inmates. And, just go have a good time. However, do not pre-mine. People can choose layers. I don't really know what that means. Maybe as we play a little more, that'll make a little more sense to us. We got the Kappa notice board. Be aware not all rules are listed upstairs. Secret rules. Good to know. Good to know. Some we feel are simply common sense and courtesy. Don't be a doo-doo head. Essentially, that's what that says. That's fine. Ranking up to a new ward will unrent your old cell. We'll go over that here in just a minute. Prestiging will clear your inventory. They told us that twice now that prestiging, we lose all our inventory. Again, we'll go over that. Anything else we need to know down here? That's donation info. We'll get to that in a little bit. Oh, look at there. Somebody won some $25 million hairs. GG. And oh, look, this is the phenomenal Mr. Sketch, or as he used to be known, OI Sketch IO. All the butt touches. All right, let's head out here. I don't think there's anything else in here that I saw that we have a thing we need to read. No other emeralds. We got this one. I guess this is telling us we should come out this side. Ooh, it's kind of dark out here, chat. I don't know. We need to be careful. We are in a prison. So, all right, what else we got here? Well, there's the food cart we talked about, right? Oh, look, Here we go. Here's another little emerald. What do we have here? So, ooh, pretty map. Now, what this details is it kind of explains about what all the different mines are that we have. We have 4 standard mines, and then we have 5 donor mines. I'm not going to go too far in depth into them. You'll get them as you get on, as you start learning, as you start playing. But I'll just run over what they are just so you have an idea. So our main four mines are the monkey mine, the panda mine, the lion mine, and the dragon mine. Then we have 4 donor mines that correlate to those same mines. They're a little bit larger. They have a little bit higher spawn rate of the materials that are in those mines, which are seagull, which correlates to monkey. We have rabbit, which correlates to panda. We have turtle, which correlates to lion. And then we have phoenix that correlates to dragon. Our 5th and final mine is the top tier mine, which is Myra. The big thing about Myra, it is the top tier mine. This one itself is only filled with ice, emeralds, and diamonds, which are all the top tier items, all the top tier mining materials on the server. With having this rank or having this donor rank this mine as well, it comes with a permanent sell. No matter what you do, whether you're ranking up, whether you're prestiging, you never lose the sell. This is one of the perks for having the top tier mine. And in general, welcome to Kappa Korrectional. Now, we talked about needing food. So here's our cart. What do we got over here for our cart? We have some food here. We have steak or raw steak. We have mutton or raw mutton, but we don't have any money yet, so we don't have any food. Now, we need to remember what did it say. We need to go over there and we need to go punch some blocks, punch some wood, start getting us a pickaxe. But look, this is a lion mine. Let's just go check out. I'd like to go see the lion mine, right? I would like to see what we have going on here. Let's check it out. Wait. Come on. Nope. Okay, so we can't go in there. And what this means is we can't go in a mine that we don't have the rank for, right? So, okay, we'll explain that a little more in a second. Let's go punch some wood, but keep in mind, you can't go into a ward that you don't have the rank for. Doobie-doobie-doo. Again, it is a little dark, so we gotta kind of just, Okay, nobody's following us. We're good. All right, what do we have over here? We have our first mine, or technically the Lumberyard. Pardon me if we see we have our emerald here. It tells us this is our little board. Now, each one of the mines will have one of these little boards, or you can't see it right now, I'm using quotes, feather boards. It tells you how many blocks are mined, what percentage the mine is at, and what it resets at. So there have been 14 blocks mined from the Lumberyard so far. It is 1% mined out, and it resets at 70%, right? We notice we have a nice little crafting table over here. So let's come over here and we'll get us started. We'll punch a little bit of wood. We're going to need to make us our first pickaxe, right? And, we all know it takes a little bit of wood. We're going to use a little bit of wood for a little bit of cobble, a little bit of cobble, a little bit of iron, so on and so forth. So we're going to grab us a little bit of wood while we're here. And there is a multi of variety and species in here. So pick your favorite, although I probably wouldn't grab any of these weird looking woods. I don't know. I don't know what to do with the weird wood, right? I am not about the weird wood. Let's just grab our normal wood so we can use it. We're going to lead a little bit, especially if we're going to start making some pickaxes, right? Let's grab us a little bit here. Let's grab us a little bit here. Grab us a little bit here. Nope. We didn't actually punch the wood all the way. Make sure that you punch the wood. Make sure that you actually get the wood, right? So it goes directly into our inventory. Come over here. Let's start. Let's grab us a couple of planks. And with the planks, we are then going to take and we're going to grab us just a couple of sticks here. Right? And then we're going to make us a couple of pickaxes. Yay, pickaxes! All right, so we have us a little bit of start. We have us a little bit of wood here. We have a little bit of wood here. All right, so remember, the Pagoda told us to look for the dragon, which we did. Come over here. We need to make a pickaxe, get some wood from the lumberyard. We have done that. Now we head to our next destination, which was the monkey mine. Hello. Make our way downtown. Now, the one thing I will make sure and tell you and suggest is keep in mind we don't have food yet. So we don't want to sprint around. We don't want to sprint around jumping. We are just going to kind of lazy make our way. But before we head in there, one thing to keep in mind is, hey, you got a suggestion. Use this /suggest message. Hey, I think this would be a good idea on the server. Hey, this would be something I think would be good. Use the suggestion so you can suggest it and the admins can look at it and they can either say yes, no, whatever the case may be. Now, as we enter the monkey mine, you'll notice we got a couple things here. We have a couple more of these, again, quotes, feather boards. This one is the top balances. This just kind of shows you people who have been playing on the server, what their kind of money they have, how much money they have, what they're currently holding. We have another one over here that talks to you about the prestiges, which again we'll go to a little later, but how many times they prestige. On the server, you typically start at no prestige. So the first time you prestige will be a prestige 1. They can go up to 20. We'll go over the full details later, but that just gives you an idea. And then you see this nice little ender chest here. If you notice with the ender chest, you start off with 1 slot open. Pardon me. Which allows us to basically put one thing in there and store it. What this is good for is no matter what you kind of have going on, what you're doing on the server, whether you're ranking up, prestiging, this will never go away. The ender chest will always hold that one item. Now, you can open up more inventory slots in here as you prestige. Okay, but we currently start off with 1. All right. This is our nice little monkey ward. This is the first kind of mining area. So we've entered here. We got a couple of what looks to be, cells, maybe. Those are cells. Maybe those are little areas that we get locked in at night. I don't quite know what they're for, but we'll see. But as we notice, we have a couple people that have some stuff in over there that we'll go investigate. But all in all, looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. We have here the monkey mine. It currently has 67 blocks mined. It has 0% and it resets at 65%. So I'm guessing that means as we go through, we start mining, we're going to start running out of resources. But once we get the entire mine itself down to 65% of the total blocks mined, ooh, look, somebody just went down there mining. You can see it ticking down or ticking up. Then eventually it'll start giving us the point where it resets the mine itself. Yeah. All right. So now what do we need to do? We come over here, we have our first pickaxe, and we're going to need progress, right? So what's the first thing we kind of do? We normally go from wood tools to what? Cobble. So we're going to grab ourselves a little bit of cobble. Look, we got some coal here as well. So we got some coal. And will take us just a minute. We're gonna get a couple of pieces of cobble. That way we can we'll probably have to go back over to that lumberyard, right? To go ahead and make ourselves an upgraded pickaxe, because depending on what's in here right now, all we can basically mine is that cobble and a little bit of the coal. So let's hop up. Oh wait, no, yep, look right over here. We got a whole lot of things going over here. So let's take a look. First and foremost, we have another crafting table. We did get some cobble, right? So let's go ahead and make ourselves some upgraded pickaxes. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. So we'll have those two. And then I don't know about you, but whenever I mine, I like to be able to see. So I don't know if we'll need it, but just in case, we're gonna grab ourselves a couple of torches here, right? Grab ourselves a couple of torches. Now, if you see, we got all of that mine over there, but there's a secret. There's a secret about the monkey mine. Oh, hi, Jace Mini. Hi. Hello. I wonder if he sees in 3D since he's got some glasses on. But, okay, if you notice over here, each one of the mines will have some way to get down into the mine itself, right? So you can see they have the surface mine over there. But if we look down here, we can get further into the mine, which means we've got iron, we've got coal, we've got some more ways to get cobble. This is all pretty exposed, so we're going to start grabbing ourselves some of this iron, because, we need better tools. We're going to need ourselves a little bit of iron, a little more iron. Let's grab some more iron. Now we have about 8. Let's get ourselves just a little bit more, because we're going to, again, keep in mind, we're going to need to try to get some food. So I'm assuming that we're going to be able to sell the iron. We'll sell possibly the cobble, but I don't quite know. We're going to go check out that back wall once we get a couple more things here and take a look and see what we got going on, right? Get us a little bit more cobble, a little bit more iron. I still haven't seen any more coal, so let's kind of dig ourselves in a little bit here, see if we can get some more coal, because we're going to need to do a little bit of smelting with that as well, right? Although I don't know exactly where we're going to smelt, but it said something about public furnaces, so we'll have to kind of nosy about a little bit and go take a look. Let's grab ourselves a little more iron. We're actually not hitting a lot of coal. I mean, I'm not complaining. The iron is nice, but to do any of this, we're going to need ourselves a little bit of coal as well, right? If you notice, it's starting to get a little bit dark in here, so good thing we made ourselves some torches. Diggy hole. All right, there's a little bit more coal there. All right, grab a little bit more coal here. Perfect. That should be enough for us to at least get started, right? Come back out here. We're going to use our new fancy dancy nice little ladders. Let's come back over here. And we're going to take a look at these signs. So what all can we sell here? What all can we do? We can sell stone or cobblestone. Stacks of 64, stack of 64. Or we can sell one a piece. We can come over here. Look, we can sell coal. We don't want to sell coal. We kind of need it right now. Iron ingots in a stack of 64. Coal in one, iron ingots. So we can't actually sell the iron we have. We have iron, but we need to make it into ingots, right? This is where we kind of go back a little bit. Now, they did say we had access to some public furnaces, right? So let's go back over here and look. Those were the sell. Oh, wait. Public furnaces. 3 days later. Let's kind of head over here. Wait. Public furnaces. We're on the right track. We're on the right track. Oh, look. I don't really know why we got doors here, but you know what? I get it. Look, we're in prison, right? We don't want to drop this open. They still want to protect us, so they give us like a kind of double layer. I like it. I dig it. So in here, we have a crafting table, we have a furnace, and a blast furnace. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one piece of our coal real quick. We're going to put our iron in here. We're going to let this smelt up, and then I'll be back in just a second once we have the full iron done, and we are going to go make ourselves some pickaxes. All right, welcome back, everybody. We just did a real quick cut just so we can get it all smelted so you don't have to watch. But if you notice, out of that, we got 17 iron ingots. We did use all the coal that we had, which is fine. We still have a couple of torches. But now what we need to do, again, once we've progressed a little bit, we need to make another pickaxe. We've already made a wood pickaxe. We've already made a stone pickaxe, so now we need to go back out. And we are going to go make ourselves an iron pickaxe because, mine a little faster. As we mine a little faster, we get more materials. Get more materials that we can bring back in here and sell. And, all in all, just keep progressing. Again, keep in mind, we still need food. We haven't gotten food. So what we're going to do before we go and use these nice little signs that we have for our iron, we're going to take and make ourselves an iron pickaxe. So that gives us that. And then now we've got about 14 more iron. So we're going to go ahead and just sell all the iron that we have. $64 for each one. That puts us at $896. Whoo-wee, buddy. Man, we are just rich now. Now, what do? We need to get some food. Now, we could take and make our way downtown, walking fast, we're homebound, run all the way back out there, or we can use a couple of the tools that the server has provided for us, which are a couple of warp points. One of the first warp points that we have and that you're going to get very, very used to using is /yard, Y-A-R-D, which brings us back into the middle. And if we come back from the middle, you can see it'll take us. We can go access any one of the other wards that we have, but we're going to go back towards Monkey, and I don't care if we run now because we're going to go buy us some food. Now, if you remember, there's 4 of these food carts. There are scattered throughout the main part of the center section, so we're going to come up here. I personally am a fan of steak. I don't really care for the mutton, so we are going to look at it. Now, you have 2 different options here. You can either buy it raw or you can buy it cooked. If you're a little short on money, you can definitely buy it raw and go back to those public smelters and cook it yourself. We're not. We have a little bit of money, so we're going to buy us some steak, right? So we just bought 8 steak for $256. Yay, food. Now that we have food, we can go back to the mine. We can go back and we can start mining. Now we don't have to worry about food so much. We can run around. We can use that food to eat. But here's the deal. I don't know about you, but I don't like having to go back every single time that I have to smelt something and use that public smelter. It kind of gets old. It kind of gets annoying. I have to stay in there the whole time because if I leave it, then somebody else can come in and take it. I mean, keep in mind, we are on a prison server, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to look at, if we look back over here to these little cells that we were looking at, what these are for you to basically have a little area to yourself. We're going to look at one of these. Fluffy, you are currently, hi mom, you're on YouTube. But essentially you see it's rented out to Fluffy for 2 days. When you rent the cell, I believe it rents for 3 days total. When you get close to it unrenting, you can come back and re-rent the cell for another day. Now, that being said, if you let the cell expire, you don't come back and re-rent it, the cell itself will expire and you will lose anything and everything that you have in the cell. Now, you can see he's got a setup, or she has a setup. They have a couple of chests, furnaces, blast furnaces. They have the cooker up here. But if you notice, we can't really access this. And that's kind of the whole point of the cell. You can set up stuff in here And nobody besides you can come in here and access it. We can't come in and look at the chest. We can't come in here and use any of this, right? So that's fine, but this is their cell, but we need a cell. We want a place that we can set up all the same kind of stuff. We know this. All right. So we got here M130. This will be monkey cell 130. We can rent it for 3 days for $1,000. As it sits right now, we do have enough money magically. The gods have said, hey, Finn, just so you know, we're going to take care of you. We're going to give you the money for this cell. We're going to take care of you on this server. And look, wow, we have now rented a cell. M130 is now rented to Cameraman Finn for 3 days. Now, what does this mean? What does this mean for us? This means we can come in here if we want to and we go, pa-chow, pa-chow. We can place anything that we want to within the confines of the cell. We can come in here and we can set up smelting setups. We can come up here and set in chests for storage. There's a number of different things that we can do in here. We could also, if we wanted to, depending on the traffic of the people going by, we can actually set up shops here in the cell itself, right? Now, some people do, some people don't. We have other ways of selling, but we do have it available. And if you come out here and look in this main section of Monkey again, you see right over here, ooh, it's getting a little dark on us, that we have ways of creating shops. This kind of runs you through how to create a shop in your cell. Again, not a lot of people do use this function, but the function is there, right? So we've talked about cells a little bit. It gives you the area to come in. It gives you the area to be able to set up stuff, to be able to do things within the cell, to do storage. What does it kind of mean about the cells? And we got a little bit more explanation of the cells we need to do. If you look on the right-hand side of the screen over here, you'll notice our nice little feather board for Kappa Korrectional. And what this does is this tosses about ranks a little bit, okay? Our current rank is Monkey. Our next rank is Monkey 1, the rank up cost. So for us to go from Monkey to Monkey 1 is $15,000. In here, it goes into our balance. Our current balance is $1,909.6. I'm kidding, it's $199,000. Rank up tells us / rank up, and we are at 100%, which means that we have enough money to go from Monkey to Monkey 1. Now, if we didn't have enough money, it would tell us we don't have enough, and it would be a percentage here. Under see that, you'll notice it says where the prestige, it says we are currently prestige nothing. Our next prestige is P1, which would be the first time we do it. The prestige cost is $35 million. The thing to also note about this, your current prestige cost is what your max balance is, the max amount of money that you can hold. All right. So what does this mean for us? So we've been in Monkey for a while. We've done a little mining. We've done some smelting. We've done some selling, and we want to progress. We don't really want to be in the monkey mine anymore, right? We decided, hey, this has been fun and all, but we want to go somewhere else. Now, what we have available to us, and again, if we look on that little feather board, is rank up. So if we do / rank up. Are you sure you want to rank up to Monkey 1 for $15,000? Your cell contents will only be removed at the end of this ward. Rank up again to confirm, which means we would have to rank up again, right? You got to do it pretty quick for it to actually to take it in and to rank up. So we went from Monkey to Monkey 1, or from Monkey to Monkey 1. Now, if you notice back on that little board, we are Monkey 1. Our next is Monkey 2. The rank up cost for this is $22.5 thousand. Our current balance is 184. So again, we have the max. What does this kind of mean for you guys? So in each one of the wards, you go from 0 to 4. So there's five levels in each rank, right? So we're in Monkey, so it goes from Monkey 1, Monkey 2, Monkey 3, into Monkey 4, okay? In that, there are different perks within those ranks. So from Monkey 1, Monkey 2, and this goes for all of the main ranks. So Monkey, Panda, Lion, and Dragon. There are no additional perks for being 0, 1, and 2 of the rank. Now, once you rank up to 3 of any of those, so we go from Monkey 0 to Monkey 3. So we're going to rank up again. We went to Monkey 2. We went to Monkey 3. Now, if you notice, the screen there just got a little bit brighter, okay? There are perks for ranking up through the different ranks. We went from Monkey to Monkey 3. What that gave us is night vision. Now, if you notice, when we were in that mine a little bit before, it was pretty dark. Now that we've gone up to tier 3 of monkey, and again, this holds through for each one of the ranks. Once you go up to tier 3, you get night vision. And then when we rank up one more time, we'll do rank up one more time. We are now monkey 4. What this has done, this has given us access to another set of commands. If we do \AP, this gives us a nice little set of commands we're going to go over in just a minute, but this gives us the access to auto blocking items, which we'll go over in just a minute. But just so you know the command. But if you now notice, we are monkey 4. If we look over at our handy dandy little board again, we are monkey 4. Our next rank is going to be Panda. What this means for us. Panda, our next rank up cost is 76,000. Our current balance is 77,000, which means we have enough. But this also goes back to keep in mind what it tells you in the rank up. Your cell contents will only be removed at the end of this ward. So we are technically at the end of monkey. We've gone from monkey 1, monkey 2, monkey 3, and monkey 4. Now we have just enough to go to the next one. But if you notice, we have these two things sitting in our cell. What does that mean for us? So we're going to rank up again just so you can see what's going to happen. Oh, that was the wrong one. That's fine. We're going to go rank up. And we are going to rank up again. Yay, we've gone to Panda. Now, what does that mean for us, right? You notice we got dark again because we've gone from either 3 or 4 of a rank to 0 of a rank. So we went from monkey 4 to Panda 0, which means we no longer have that night vision. Also, it tells you that it's going to unrent that cell. If you notice, we no longer have a cell. It means it can be rented. Okay, let's rent it again. Oh, wait. We're not allowed to rent a cell. What does that mean? Essentially, with the cells, you can have a cell in any ward that you're currently in. So when we were in monkey, anywhere from monkey 0 to monkey 4, we can have a cell in monkey. Now we've ranked out of monkey, we have ranked into Panda. So being that we are in Panda, that means we can go to the new mine, we can go run over to Panda and mine there. We can still mine in monkey if we wanted to, but why would we? We want to progress, right? But we can no longer have a cell here, which means that essentially we would have to go and get a new cell in our new ward, which is going to be Panda. Now, one other thing that we will cover and we'll go over, we're going to go over donor ranks a little bit. And what donor ranks are things that specifically go with the donor mines that we talked about earlier. When you have any of the donor mines, so if you have seagull, if you have rabbit, if you have turtle, if you have phoenix, or if you have myra, all of those come with permanent night vision. So you never have to worry about whether you have night vision anywhere. If you have one of those, keep in mind they can be purchased or they can be one in game. You will have permanent night vision. Okay. So this kind of gives you just a broad walkover of how to get started in mining, how to come in here, how to get your first pickaxe, come over, do a little bit of mining, get yourself some food, how to start making a little bit of money. But you say, Finn, is there anything else for me to do on the server? Is there anything else I can have fun doing? Well, why, yes, there is. We are going to learn our second handy dandy little warp, which we are going to warp and we're going to go to Steve. Steve. Oh, hello there. We have the phenomenal Mr. Sleezy Steve. Well, what can we do? What does Sleezy Steve provide for us? Well, I'll tell you. If you notice, we currently have 2 levels of XP. As you start mining, as you start going, you're going to find that you're going to get a lot of levels and you're going to be like, well, what do I do with levels? I don't really know. I can't really use them. Now you know what you can do. You have the black market. What the black market is from the phenomenal Mr. Sleezy Steve here is it takes 50 levels. Those 50 levels gives you access to the black market for 40 seconds. And what the black market is, if you notice this nice little area down here, once you right click on Mr. Steve, he drops us down into this little area. And if you notice, there's signs down there to sell. There are iron blocks, gold blocks, diamond blocks. You got lapis, coal, redstone. You notice you got all those monkeying around here and in here that you see. Now with that, what happens is once it puts you down in there, you have 40 seconds to right click that sign as fast as you can. And it gives you an increased sell rate for those items. In each one of the wards, they have sell signs that, like we saw in Monkey, that you can sell the materials that you're mining from that mine. They are set at a certain price. These give you a use for levels. Remember, it is 50 levels for 40 seconds to come in here and sell at an increased rate. So just something to remember and keep in mind, right? All right, so Finn, what else can I do? Well, you have him, you have that phenomenal gentleman, and suddenly the gods have provided. What is one of the other fun things, and one of the most addictive things that most of us are trying to do? Most of the things that we do here on the server, which is gambling. So if we use that warp to the phenomenal Mr. Sleezy Steve, we flip a quick 180, do a little bit of running, and we're going to introduce you to two of our favorite friends, right? We have Test Your Luck, or Elsa as we like to call her. And then you have Mr. No Name. He has no name, but we call him Olaf. What these two phenomenal NPCs are, they are our gambling addiction. The one, Test Your Luck, takes emeralds. The other one takes netherite ingots. Emeralds you get by mining in the mines. You can find them, or they can be purchased through the buy shop, and there are a number of things that you can win. You notice over here, you can win money anywhere from $5,000 up to $10 million. You win 16 bottles of enchanting, 8 diamond blocks, emerald ore or 2 emeralds. You have grass, sea lanterns, lanterns, banner, glass, sand, cactus, carrots, prestige tokens, books, glowstone, netherite, which is important to remember, explosive pickaxes, or a couple of the donor ranks. You can win seagull, rabbit, or turtle. All of this can be won by gambling emeralds. So we're going to gamble a little bit. We're going to see if we happen to maybe get anything lucky. But before we do, we have food we should probably eat, right? We're going to do a little bit of gamble here. Ooh, we got 8 diamond blocks. Ooh, super good for us because then we can make a better pickaxe. We had $10,000. We had 100,000, 25, 100,000, 5,000, so on and so forth. But most people are just going to gamble through these pretty quick. You'll notice in the chat, it's going to give you whatever the money is. Now, if you win any of the other things, if you win any of those items up here, which we also call rares, then it's going to tell you in the chat as well. So we're just going to spam through the rest of these. Nope. And unfortunately, we didn't win anything. What we did win, bottles of enchanting. We got some carrots for food. Excellent. So, we could eat those without having to buy. We did get some block of diamonds, which we can turn into diamonds. We can sell those for a decent amount of money, or we can also make diamond pickaxes. All right. Now, one other thing. We got some emerald ore here that we can take and break down. Now, if you find that there isn't anything that you want, you're going to start getting an overabundance of especially certain things like, we'll say, the enchanting bottles, and you just don't want to deal with them. We do have a little trash can over here that you can use, that you can run up and toss the item in there to get rid of it. Or there is also the mass disposal up here that you can just click the items into as well. Just another little thing for you to use while gambling. And then over here at Mr. Olaf, you notice we have a couple of more things that can be won from the gambling. This one, again, takes these netherite ingots. You can win another one of our donor picks, which we'll go over in a minute, and the other 2 ranks, which are the top tier Myra and Phoenix. You can win 10 mil, you can win 15 mil, you can win 25 or 30, plus all of these nice little other kind of rare items that can be used for decoration or selling to other players. So let's see if we can maybe get something good. Big money, no whammy. Let's see what we're going to get. Let's see what we're going to get. And we won. Ooh. We got a honeycomb. Honeycomb, I think we can pretty much use for candles. I don't know what else it is, but again, something we can use to make decorations, or it is also something that we can use to sell to other players, right? So we talked about Steve a little bit for selling stuff. We talked about a little bit of gambling. Now, what else is there for us to do on the server? Well, we're going to use our handy dandy back to the yard. And if we look around here, we're looking for one very specific thing. And, oh, there it is. You see behind that tree, there's another big tree. So in between the monkey and the panda ward, we're going to run back over here. We're going to go do. Again, we have food, so it doesn't matter if we run or not. But another thing that you can do if you just get tired of mining and get a little bored is fishing as well. Well, Finn, how do I make a fishing pole? Well, you don't. You come over here. There's one of our nice little handy dandy little emerald blocks again. And you can purchase a fishing rod. We're not going to purchase one. We're not actually going to fish, but just to show you, you can come over here and buy your first fishing rod. You can come right up here around the nice big old tree and you can start fishing. Now, there are 2 places to fish currently. The first is out here. And then you can run back through here, come back through here, hop up, and when we'll make our way back here, we have another additional fishing area behind here, which run through here. We got another couple of ponds. As you can see, out over there, plenty of fishing area. And the nice thing about fishing over here is you notice we also have the fish market. This is one of those areas where you can go through, you can come in, you can sell a lot of the things that are basically just trash that you're going to fish up. And we pretty much should have shines for pretty much everything I think we have here. That'll cover all that. That'll cover all that. There we go. As you can see, so we have all the things. So those are kind of the main things we do. You have mining, you have fishing, and you have gambling. Those are some of the main things we have for you to come hang out, chill out on the server. A couple of things to do there, a couple of things to see there. But all in all, that's generally what we have for you. Now, there's a couple other things that we do need to talk about. We're going to kind of change areas a little bit, and then we are going to talk about them and go over. But we're going to use our third handy dandy little warp thing that we have here, and we're going to go back to spawn. Spawn takes us back into the main building. Okay, everybody, we've come back to spawn. One of the next things that we're going to talk about, we mentioned a little bit earlier, was prestiging. What is prestiging? What does it do? How are we using it? But before we totally get into everything in the explanation, one thing that I didn't forget, we just want to mention real quick, is something specifically about your cell. So if you notice, we did a little offline magic razzle dazzle. We are now Dragon 3, getting ready to go to Dragon 4. A couple of things. One, we spoke a little bit earlier about your current balance and your rank up costs. You notice we have 20 million. We have not actually enough to rank up. So you see it's got this little progression bar here on the right. And it is also, we are at 90.21%. So we don't quite have enough to go back up to Dragon 4. So before we get into that, what we're going to do, we're going to use one of our handy dandy little warps again. We are going to go back to the yard. And we are looking for the dragon. We are currently in the dragon rank or the dragon ward. So we're going to run over here. And what we need to do is we're going to rent us a cell. And the reason that we're renting us a cell is because one of the nice things about having a cell in any one of the wards, you know, because the dragon mine is all the way over there. And, you know, it's just a long way sometimes to get back to our cell. So we're going to come back over here, grab one of these nice little clean cells that we have. We have here, okay, there's our cell. So we see we got our cell D102 for cameraman. We got it for 3 days. What we're going to do is we're going to use our handy dandy little warp again. Go back to the yard. This time we're going to use a new warp that is given us, which is cell, C-E-L-L. That immediately warps us back to our cell. So whatever cell that we have and whatever ward that we have, we can use that as just another little quick way to get back. All right. So now back into prestiging. For us to actually be able to prestige, for us to be able to actually progress, we need to actually get to Dragon 4. What we're going to do is we're going to go, we're going to have the magical money gods give us just a tad bit more money. Oh, look, we now have 100% ability to rank up. Now, keep in mind where we're at. We are in Dragon Ward. We are in Dragon 4, right? Or we have enough to get to Dragon 4. We have our cell. We are going to rank up again. All right, we are at the max. We are at Dragon 4. If you notice, our rank up cost and our next rank has gone to none. We currently have 2.83 million. Our next rank up cost is 100% because we can't actually rank up. But if you notice, our prestige cost is 35 million. So essentially how the prestige works, once we have gone all the way through all the ranks, we've gone all the way from monkey all the way to Dragon 4. Our next step or our next progress is to prestige. What that does, it takes us all the way back down to monkey. But what it gives us is the ability to hold more money. Our current balance, the current max amount of money that we can hold right now is our prestige cost, which is 35 million. Okay. So with prestiging, how it works, when we get ready to prestige, once we prestige, we're going to do the same thing like we did for rank up. We're going to do / prestige, and it's going to say, are you sure you want to do this? So let's go / prestige. Nope, we don't have enough money. So the magic gods have taken care of us again. We're suddenly back up to 35 million, right? So we're going to go back in. We're going to hit prestige again. And what does it tell us? Are you sure you want to prestige? Your rank will be reset and you will need to start over. Type prestige to confirm. Now, keep in mind, remember I told you when we prestige, we lose anything that's in our cell. We also lose anything that's in our inventory, right? So you can see we have ourselves a full inventory. Now, you can find somebody to hold it for you. Or what we also have on the server is called a prestige token. The way the prestige token works is you can either win it from gambling, you can buy it from another player, and you would hold it in your main hand. So you would not put it in your off hand, you hold it in your main hand when you do the prestige. What that does is it allows you to keep everything in your inventory and everything that you have in your cell. So say you took all this time, you were mining in Dragon, and you were decorating your cell, you made it look all pretty, and you don't want to lose it. You don't want to break it all down. You don't want to lose it and tear it all down. You can use that prestige token. It allows you to keep everything in there, keep everything in your inventory. Now, when you do that, you can't actually access the cell until you rank back up to Dragon, but you don't lose everything, which for somebody that's taken a lot of time to decorate their cell, that is a pretty big thing for them. But just so we get the full-on experience, just so we can see exactly what happens, exactly what we're going to do, we are going to prestige. Yes, we want to do it. We want to confirm. We have prestige. Now, essentially what happened is we prestige. We went from Dragon 4. We went up, prestige. That took us back down. If you notice, we are at monkey again, but we are prestige 1. Now, what that does is that updates our next prestige is prestige 2. The cost for us to go from monkey to monkey 1 is 22.5K. And the way it works is as you go through all the wards, you get to the end, you prestige and go back down. The cost increases, I believe, 10%. You guys can let me know in the comments if you know if it's any different. But it should be a 10% increase for each rank up from here on out. So it costs a little more every time we do this. But it also takes us up, if you notice, our original balance was 35 million. We have now a new prestige cost of 40.2 million, or this is the max amount of money that we can hold now. Okay. But if you notice, we lost everything in our inventory, and we would have also lost the cell that we just had in Dragon. So keep that in mind. Without that prestige token, when you do prestige, it completely resets you back to monkey, gives you a higher balance, but you lose everything in your inventory, anything that you have in the cell and the cell itself, unless you use the prestige token. Okay. That is a kind of basis run over of starting on the server, running your way all the way up to Dragon and prestiging. And essentially you're going to do this up to 20 times because 20 is our max prestige currently. Now we have a lot more content set up coming for the server, which I can't go into yet, but it is just a progressionary thing. Now there are a few more things that we need to go over, a few more things that we need to talk about. So we're going to use our handy dandy back to spawn. There are a couple more commands that you need to know, a couple more things that you need to learn. So one of the first ones that we're going to go over is vote. VOTE. And if you notice down here, it tells you type /vote to obtain a vote key for a chance at some goodies. We have just done that, and it gives us 2 links. Okay. These 2 links are 2 different voting sites that you can use to basically vote for Kappa Korrectional. What this does is it puts us in a listing of ranking on the prison server so people can say, hey, I'd like to play on a prison server. So it helps the server out, gets us a little bit more notice, but it also gives you the ability to do one of the last gamble things that we haven't talked about, right? And suddenly Magic's like, oh, look, we have a vote key. What is the vote key used for? Well, I'm going to show you and I'm going to tell you. Essentially what you can do is you can take this nice little vote key. You're going to come down here 2 sections, and we're going back to this chest that we looked at right at the beginning of the video. Now it tells you can right click to spin or left click for possible rewards. So we are going to vote. We already voted. We got our vote key. Now we want to come down here and then use it. What can we win? Basically, all or a number of the rares that you saw from gambling, you can win. Netherite ingots. This is the prestige token that we were talking about a little bit before. Glowstone, books, emeralds, diamond blocks, emerald ore. You can win sand, glass, banners, grass. All these things are great for decorations. Sea lanterns, which you'll also notice in sea lanterns can be used as elevators, which I'll run back up and show you here in just a moment. Cactus, you can win 100,000. You win 1 million, 10 million, 35 million, or this is where we talked about those kind of special ranks or the donor ranks. You can win anywhere from seagull, rabbit, turtle, phoenix, or the top tier Myra. And then there's a couple pickaxes that you'll see right here. A couple of the donor picks or specialty picks that we have are the explosive pick of plenty, or the pick of plenty, pardon me. The explosive pickaxe, and then the explosive pick of plenty. Now with these, you can read a little bit about them. I'm going to be doing a separate video, which you'll see here shortly. That's going to go over all the different perks of those 3 pickaxes. So just something to be aware of, but we're going to vote. We're going to see, can we, big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. We're going to get one of the donor picks. I know it's going to happen. It did not happen. We did not get a donor pick. I was incorrect. We got 100K though. You know, hey, for just voting, and keep in mind there's 2 links, so you get 2 of those a day. You'll be able to do that twice. Okay. So just to go over again what we said just real quick about the sea lanterns, one thing you'll notice when you first come in here, when you first get on the server, you actually spawn on a sea lantern. And if you notice, when you look at it, you're at floor 2 of 2. So if we shift, it acts just like an elevator and takes us all the way down to the bottom. Or if we're on the bottom, you can jump and it takes us all the way back to the top. So just another little side thing. There are a few more of little commands that you need to know, things that you need to be aware of. So we just went over vote. The next one is the auction house, or AH. What we have is this is the ability that we have for players to either sell or purchase items from other players. You can essentially look in here. It tells you what this is. It tells you how to sell items. You can scroll through the different pages of the auction house. You can also look at your listings as what you have, what you sold, that type of stuff. But it gives you a couple of options of being able to sell to other players safely. You can say, okay, well, I have that vote key that I just got. I don't actually like voting. I want to maybe do a little bit of progression when I get on. I want to sell it. So you can hold it in your hand and, oh, look, I can sell it. So I'm going to put this up for $7 million, which allows another player to look on here and say, oh, well, this person is selling their vote key. I can click on it and I can spend $7 million to buy it. They get your vote key. You get the money from it, or vice versa. Say, I want to buy their vote key. I can buy it. I get their vote key. They get the money. And it's just a nice little way to buy and sell your items. One other thing that we talked about was AP. And what this does, it goes through some of the perks that we talked about, right? And it is the auto pickup setting. So everything that you mine automatically picks up. You don't ever have to worry about turning this function on. But depending on where you are in the ranks, keep in mind, once you get up to a certain rank in each ward, you get auto smelt and auto block. This is how you come in and turn those on. You have to tick these little things. Now, if you notice, we're back at monkey 1, so we can't actually turn them on. But as we rank up, we'll be able to turn them on. We could also use it to eventually smelt stuff once we get auto smelt in our inventory if it hasn't smelted it yet. This, unfortunately, does not keep the settings once you log out. So every time you log in, you just need to remember, once you log in, do /AP and turn whatever settings on that you have. All right. One of the last ones that we have, if you'll notice, and I'm going to go ahead and change, the emeralds in vanilla look very, very similar to diamonds. They're not that easy to see. So what we have made available for everybody is if you do /RP, that gives you a couple links. There are a normal pink and green. There's a coin pink and green. You can look at the differences of them once you actually look at them. But essentially what this allows you to do is use a texture pack that changes or modifies the look of the emeralds. It just makes them look a little different, makes them look a little bit more high vis, and basically allows you to go in and change the look of it. So what I'm going to do is I already have a couple of them installed. We're going to go look at the kind of main one we have available, which is going to be just the emerald texture pack. And essentially you just download the texture pack, put it right in the texture pack or the resource folder, do it over, change it over. You notice, oh, look, it is nice and pink now. If you notice, emerald ore, and there are a number of them. Again, you can get it in pink or green depending on the mine that you're in. This essentially allows you just to make it a little easier to see. Okay. Now, that being said, that basically covers the vast majority of how to get started on the server. We have one last thing to cover, one last thing to go over. And what we're going to do is we're going to do /buy. Okay. Now, keep in mind, this is a completely free to play server. You can get on here, every item in the game, you can win through either playing, buying from other players, or from gambling through either the test your luck or the Olaf. So Elsa and Olaf. But if you'd like to support the server, if you'd like to say, hey, you know what, I understand the server costs a little money to upkeep and maintain. I would like to get things a little faster versus just gambling or trying to buy them. I want to use a little bit of real world money. We do have this available through Buycraft. You can look at items and ranks. So with the items, there are the 2 pickaxes. Again, we're going to do a separate video on these that you can purchase. The explosive pickaxe is 25. The pick a plenty is 50. Then we also have the different types of gambling things. We have just gambling tokens or emeralds that you can purchase. We have the ore, so you're taking your chance of getting anywhere from 1 to 4. We have daily emeralds, both 5 and 32. Each one of these, you purchase them once, but you can claim them every day. So it's a one-time purchase, but claim every day. Same with the netherite for gambling. We have 1 and 5. We also have the donor ranks, or the other mines that we spoke about. Keep in mind, when you have any of these, that's where you get that permanent night vision. but you can come in and look. It starts at Seagull, which is the lowest rank one. It goes to Rabbit, it goes to Turtle, it goes to Phoenix, and Myra. Thing to keep about these, say you come on and say, you know what, I really want to go mine in Turtle. So you get the Turtle rank. Once you've purchased this, it can be proactive. You can talk to the owner of the server. Once you've purchased this, we'll say you want to get Myra. Instead of being $200, it would be $150 because you already purchased the $50 Turtle rank. That is just something that you'll have to let them know about. But those are the couple of different options that you have as far as progressing in the server. You can, again, completely get everything free on the server. You don't have to buy or purchase anything just by playing, by voting, by gambling, buying them from other players. They also have the option to buy. It does help the server keep the maintenance up. And just in general, remember, come on, have a good time. Come play with us. Come do some mining. And remember, don't drop the soap. Thank you so much and have a great day.